Leon Rocky Edwards is making some outlandish claims, or he made an outlandish claim, rather, saying that Kamaru Usman is not that good. He said that when he was in there with him, when Usman was wailing at him against the cage, like in this picture, that he was thinking to himself, man, this motherfucker ain't that good. Now, I don't know if Leon truly believes that, or that's just his way of psyching himself up and to hype up this trilogy, if it's like mental warfare, if it's mind games he's playing with Kamaru Usman. But yeah, I mean, if he really believes that, that's honestly really concerning, and that is a red flag heading into the third fight. That is a big no-no, because you're talking about the guy who was a former pound-for-pound number one, former dominant welterweight champion with 5 title defenses, long reigning, and he already beat you once and was this close to beating you again. I mean, you're forgetting that this is the guy who dominated you 3-1, and you were literally 50 seconds away from being nothing. Like, in a parallel universe where that head kick doesn't land, you get 50, or not 50, 45, 49, 46 by Usman because you won the first round. You're not the world champion, and you're not getting that pay-per-view main event spot in your home country of the UK, in your home nation. So you're very lucky, and you should be grateful. I'm not saying you got lucky. No, that was a good kick. It landed right. And, it was a legit win, regardless of how the fight was playing out. But he's blessed that he landed that, and he's getting this opportunity. But Leon Edwards, he better be careful, man. He better be careful not to take the Nigerian Nightmare lightly, which I don't think he's doing. He's taking Usman seriously, but yeah, this is not a fight where you want to get overconfident, because this is Usman we're talking about, and Usman is still a problem, okay? People are banking on him being washed. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Leon is going to have an easy first defense. Usman is not going to give him that easy free defense. Like, Leon is going to get tested, and he's going to struggle again. He's going to struggle again. And he's making a lot of excuses as to why the fight went the way it did. Blaming the elevation, the altitude, as to why he couldn't stop the takedowns, why he slowed down. But if he goes into this trilogy with the mindset of, oh, there just needs to be better altitude, or it just has to be at sea level, and I'll just perform better and I'll just win, he's in for a rude awakening then. If he truly, honestly believes that, if he goes in that fight with that expectations. And honestly, Leon Edwards is obviously going to look to improve and make adjustments to give a better performance, but altitude is not why you weren't good enough to deal with Usman's offensive, dominant wrestling. Altitude is not why you're terrible off the back foot, and why Usman was able to exploit that, press you back, and swarm you against the cage. Altitude ain't had nothing to do with that. That's just the weakness in yours. You are not good off the back foot when someone's going forward. And your takedown defense is good against other people, but not good against Kamaru Usman. And yeah, you had a great first round. You had one big burst. You caught Usman off guard with that, body lock trip. You mounted him. You took his back. That was nice. But still, I mean, when you couldn't catch Usman off guard, beyond that point, look how the whole fight played out. So just because you had a good first round, and then Usman was able to come back and do what he normally does, it has nothing to do with, oh, I just wasn't myself, and, he got lucky that I just slowed down. That's Usman staying composed through adversity, and like a champion, taking back control. That's what he always does. I mean, look at the fight with Burns. Gilbert Burns dropped Usman in round 1, and then Usman got back up, stayed calm, jabbed his face off, and, eventually got the finish. And Usman was on his way to he was on his way to winning this fight after a tough first round. that was a great first round for Leon Edwards. He had a great start, but I mean, when he's not catching Usman off guard with anything like the takedown in the first round and the head kick, he just doesn't have much for Kamaru Usman. And Usman is just simply a tough matchup for Leon Edwards, no matter how many times they fight. Now, Leon Edwards, he should be confident, okay? Because he's the champ. He has the belt. See? He should be 100% confident in himself, and he has my respect, and I'm not counting him out in this trilogy. Like, he should have the confidence of a champion, but I just hope Leon isn't getting, like, too overconfident, you know? He's making a lot of noise, being very arrogant in this build-up, and I don't know if he's being prideful. I don't know if that win has kind of gotten to him. He might be feeling himself a little bit too much, and he just might be in for a rude awakening, and Usman might give him that first L in the UK. That will not shock me. Good luck, Leon. I hope you don't actually believe what you're saying, and I hope you're not banking off those elevation excuses too much, because if you are, then yeah, you're in a lot of trouble. But this should be a good trilogy. I'm looking forward to it. It's literally a month away. And I can't wait to see if this will be a redemption story for Kamaru Usman, if he's going to get the belt back, which I believe he will, or if it's Leon's time, if he's that new star moving forward, and if Usman is really done. Cannot wait to find out. This is going to be a hell of a trilogy. And Leon's making the build-up interesting by doing the talking that he's doing, and Usman being quiet, not saying much. It's making me wonder, like, man, Usman seems really locked in. Like, this is going to be a really good fight.